In the previous video, we looked at how to set up a Detail View Controller class. In this video, we will be learning about Segways in iOS, discover methods on how to pass data from a selected cell to another controller using Segways, and finally, we will see the main techniques used in iOS to pass data between controllers. Let's start talking about Segways in iOS. The Segways defines transition between controllers in the storyboard. For example, let's say we tap a cell row in our table view. We would like to see the selected data in another controller with more information on it. Okay, this can be done using Segways. In brief, the Segways define where we want to go when an action is performed. In this case, to which controller would we want to go? There are different kinds of segues that can be performed using the storyboard and manually. For more information, refer to... Okay, let's define the segue between the search table controller and the view controller that was created previously. Later, this is where we would be showing the details of the photo selected in rows. Making a segue in the storyboard is very straightforward. We just need to press the Control key and drag from the cell to View Controller. Then we see a modal to set what type of segue we want to perform when the row cell will be tapped. In our case, we will choose Push because we are using a navigation bar to define our navigation. Perfect. We can now see that there exists a bind between the Search Table View controller and the Detail View controller in the storyboard. This was added as an accessory to the cell. Let's remove it. We mark the cell in the Attributes inspector. We choose None in the accessory type. Perfect. Everything is fine now. With the new Push Segue addition, we can now see the navigation bar at the top of Detail View controller, and some constraints need to be fixed. Select the yellow warning in the Detail View controller, the constraint of the UI image, and Update constraints. Nice. They all look good again. Okay, let's run the app now and tap a cell in Table View to see how we navigate to another controller and get back to the previous controller, thanks to the navigation bar created for the navigation purpose in our app. Now, when every time a cell is tapped, we want to send an information about the cell selected to another controller and show it in detail. To do this, we can use a method in every view controller called Prepare for Segue. Let's put the snippet to see how it can be done. In the first line, we use the property Destination View Controller in the segue parameter to get View Controller, where we are going to navigate. As we know what type of view controller it is, we make a cast to do it. In the second line, we call the View property in View Controller. This is necessary because the outlets are initialized once the view controller loads in the view hierarchy. And in this way, we keep telling to load the views and avoid outlets as they are nil. Then we get the index path for the selected row and cell itself. Pass the data to the view controller. With this, we passed all the necessary data to Detail View Controller once the cell is tapped. Let's see it in action in the app when we tap a cell row. Tap a cell and voila! We can see all the details about an image, the number of likes and the number of favorites it has. Let's try it again with another photo. Perfect. The passing of data between controllers can be made using several techniques, like the delegate pattern, and dependency injection can be used as well. For more information about this, refer to and. In this video, we learned to pass the data of the cell to another controller once the cell is tapped. In the next video, we will learn how to make zoom in and out over the photo in the Details view. Well done!